For over 13 years, I've been inside the rooms where millionaires make their money decisions, first at two big four firms and now in big tech as a qualified accountant. And there's something they all have in common. They don't just plan their finances, they design them. Right now, 80% of Americans are worried they won't meet their financial goals. In the UK, 21 million people feel lost managing their money. That's why I have taken everything I have learned, the same strategies that helped me reach the UK's top 2% of earners and save over $100,000 before the age 31, and combined it with the power of AI to create what I call the ultimate financial blueprint for 2025. So in this video, I will share the two powerful frameworks of this blueprint. First, the G.E.M framework for maximizing your income. Second, the S.H.A.P.E framework for getting the most out of what you already earn. Plus, I will give you the exact AI prompts I personally used to implement these strategies. I still remember my first week at EY in 2011. Everyone was drowning in Excel spreadsheets, working their way through complex formulas and frustrated on the long hours. But I wasn't feeling the same pain. Just before starting my career, I had taken an advanced Excel course which costed about $120 thanks to my dad who influenced me to get it and also funded it. It helped me do my work much quicker than my colleagues, getting top ratings and early promotions at the start of my career. This experience led me to learn the first principle. Most people view skill development as a linear path which ends at college or university, but this significantly undervalues its compound effect. A single strategic skill can exponentially increase your value in the workplace and create opportunities for dramatic income growth. This power of strategic skill development is the foundation of G in the G.E.M framework, which means growing your income by learning high income skills. Now, if you're wondering what skills are most valuable in your field or business, here is where AI can give you a tailored answer. You can use this prompt with AI. I work as insert your job and field. What are 3 valuable skills I could learn to increase my income? For each skill, suggest an online course and estimate how long it would take to learn. Now, the next skill was one of the most eye-opening things I learned working at the Big Four. The richest clients never had one income stream. A friend of mine, also an accountant, recently started offering consulting services to companies who need advice on their financial systems, getting funding and writing business plans. These are skills he already had, but found a way to monetize them outside his day job. What do you already know or can learn quickly to solve problems for others or fill a gap in the market to multiply your earning potential? A pro tip when selecting the right side hustle is to calculate your current income per hour. For example, if you make $100 at your day job, look for side hustles that can earn you $200 per hour or $100 in 30 minutes. The goal isn't just to earn more, it's to earn more per hour of your time compared to your current baseline rate. And here's an AI prompt you can use to brainstorm ideas. I work as and then insert your job and I'm good at these top 3 skills. What are the top 3 ways I could make extra money using these skills? For each idea, tell me how to get started, cost involved, and how much I could earn. Now, there is a mistake which people make when they start earning more, and that is to increase their spending. And that's where the rule of multiplication takes precedence, and you need to apply this before increasing your spend. I started investing a portion of my savings into the stock market as soon as I had established a baseline emergency fund. At the time of this video, I've gained over 9,000 pounds just by letting my money work for me. Money left idle in the bank account shrinks in real value due to inflation. The key is to multiply your wealth by buying assets that generate returns with minimal effort. This could mean investing in the stock market or, if you have more capital, real estate. And because I'm an accountant, let's do some math. Say you invest $200 per month at a 7% annual return, which is actually conservative considering the S&P 500 has generated a 10% average return over the last 100 years. After 10 years, you'd have about $34,000 from a $24,000 total contribution. That's an extra $10,000 through the power of asset multiplication. If you're getting started on investing, then stay tuned as I will be releasing a video soon on investing in stocks for beginners using all of the things I have learned investing over the last couple of years. Now, let's say you start growing your income using the G.E.M framework, but your finances still don't look good. I know so many people who make good money yet still live paycheck to paycheck. The game isn't just about earning, it's about keeping and growing what you already earn. And that's where the S.H.A.P.E framework comes in. The first step to financial control is separating your spending into clear categories. First, needs like rent, groceries, utilities should be prioritized over wants. such as subscription services or regular food takeaways. One of my favorite apps is Emma, which connects across all your bank accounts and give you consolidated insights on your spending. There are a lot of similar apps out there which do the same thing, and you can find them through an easy Google search. Knowing where your money goes is the first step to controlling where it will go. If you want a quick way to get a handle on your spending categories, you can use this AI prompt. Attach your bank statements and ask it to analyze last 3 months of bank statements based on common spending categories and ask it to give you a breakdown of where your money goes. Next is halting waste. You can use the 50-30-20 rule, which states that 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and investments. It's a simple framework to identify what in your expenses can shift from want to wealth building. Last year in 2024, I made a decision to cancel my Netflix subscription. Not because I don't enjoy movies, but because I realized I was using it to procrastinate. I wanted to reclaim my time for something more meaningful, like starting this YouTube channel. The £18 a month didn't seem like much, but it was part of a bigger shift in mindset. As the saying goes, small leaks sink big ships. If you're struggling to identify opportunities, again, AI can help you find potential areas to cut back. You can try this prompt. Based on my spending habits, suggest 3 to 5 areas where I could potentially reduce spending without significantly impacting my happiness or quality of life. Suggest specific alternatives or actions I could take. You can also use websites like Switchcraft in the UK, which helps you switch suppliers for broadband, electricity, etc. automatically. Similar services are also available in the US, but differ by state. One of my friends manages to negotiate a better Wi-Fi deal each year just by choosing to switch his supplier. The next step is to eliminate the friction and make saving effortless. The idea is to remove the emotional aspect of having to constantly decide how much to save each month. One method is the envelope system. Traditionally, this system involved dividing cash into physical envelopes for different expenses based on limits you set in your budget. But now we can take it digital. You can set up multiple bank accounts or budgeting apps for specific goals. One for bills, one for subscriptions, one for fun money, and so on. For example, I've automated all of my subscription payments into a separate accounts. This includes my Amazon Prime, LinkedIn Learning, Adobe Creative Cloud, and all the other subscriptions I use. Everything goes from one place, so I always know how much I'm spending and I'm not tempted to overspend. The golden rule here is to pay yourself first. Automate a portion of your paycheck, say $200 a month, into savings or investments before you do anything else with your money. And it doesn't go without saying that building an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of living expenses is crucial. It's your financial safety net for the unexpected, like job loss or medical emergencies. Automation ensures that saving becomes second nature, not kind of a chore you have to do each month. And the next step is where the designer mentality comes in. Every dollar you spend has a hidden opportunity cost. For example, Tony Robbins once said that a $39 personal development course was the single most life-changing purchase he ever made. Think about that. Compare that to a $50 dinner that's enjoyable in the moment but leaves no lasting impact. Now, I'm not saying you should never go out or treat yourself, because that would be a shame. Like, why do you earn money in the first place? But it means being intentional and comparing the potential return on investment between different uses of the same money. Maybe skip the $20 takeout meal this month and redirect that $40 into learning a new high-income skill or investing it. Over decades, that small change could compound into thousands or even more. Here's the takeaway. Spend on what truly enriches your life, whether that's investing in your skills, your health, or experiences that bring you genuine joy. Money isn't just for spending, it's for designing the future you want. As you start prioritizing value, there is one thing which costs the most in terms of lost opportunities, and that's debt. Paying debt is more important than trying to invest, as the interest you're paying is eating into your resources. There are 4 strategies you can use. First is by transferring high interest debt to 0% balance transfer cards, but be disciplined about paying it off during the promotional period. Second is to negotiate with creditors for low interest rates, especially if you've been making regular payments. Third is to use the avalanche method, where you focus on paying the minimum payment on all debts and then putting the extra money towards the highest interest carrying debts. Once highest debt is paid, you start paying off the next highest. Fourth is the snowball method, where you list your debts by balance and start clearing the smallest balances first to reduce the number of lenders you have to deal with. And your goal is to have 0. Prevention is equally important. Keeping an emergency fund to avoid debt from unexpected expenses and using credit card only for purchases you can pay off immediately without paying an interest. So, to sum it up, you've seen how G.E.M amplifies your earning by growing through skills, earning from multiple streams, and multiplying through assets. We also discussed how S.H.A.P.E refines your spending by segmenting expenses, halting waste, automating savings, prioritizing value, and eliminating debt. The whole idea is to embrace the designer mentality and use AI to your advantage to implement this framework effectively. But There is one tool that can accelerate all of this when it comes to building your wealth. I believe AI will create more millionaires in 2025 than any other technology or business opportunity. And the one skill which will put you ahead of 90% of AI users is knowing how to get the best results from AI tools using prompt engineering. You might like this video where I help you master 80% of prompt engineering in 10 minutes.